That's a good boy.
I kind of knew getting into policing that I would be involved with canines, just because I knew that I'm an animal person, and I really appreciate the interaction with the communities that our canines have, and it just opens both of us up for a good community reaction and good community involvement. So yeah, people have really took well to Hudson. He's in that cute puppy dog stage right now, so he's very approachable. He really likes interacting with other people. So right now he's in that puppy dog stage where he'll play for an hour, sleep for 3. Doing good. So about 3.5 years ago, former officer Amy Boatman, she was doing her master's on how other police agencies have implemented therapy dogs into their department and into their campus community. She wrote out a thesis and a proposal, proposed it to Chief Monroe, and he thought it was a really good idea, so he allowed the funding to come about. She purchased a dog, did all the training herself through, I believe it was Possibilities, and that dog was named Oliver.
I don't know Officer Culver, but I worked pretty closely with Amy Boatman and Oliver. Amy came through the volunteer program so that she actually was able to do work here as a volunteer, as well as an officer. And it really, for me, I think a lot of patients, particularly in the Children's Hospital, but a lot of patients had a different perspective of a police officer because it was softened by having the dog with them. And I think that in itself is extremely therapeutic. I'm really glad that they're on campus because the students at UK really need as much of a dog presence as possible. I think they really do comfort people in a whole different way, and they also brighten the day.
So yeah, Hudson is a fully live-in dog. He lives with me off campus, and whenever I come to work, he suits up and comes to work himself. Right now, sometimes getting from the house to work is a little hard because he likes to sleep a lot, but I can definitely tell each week his energy gets a little bit better. His stamina throughout the course of the day gets a little bit better, and I think he's really going to enjoy it. Me being a patrol officer versus Officer Boatman, she was more community affairs. I wanted to take a Hudson on a more patrol level. For example, we have other canines that do bomb and drug calls. Hudson will be there for personal crisis, mental illness crisis, those kinds of situations. De-escalation, perfect. For instance, if a student loses a family member and we have to present that information to them, we can provide Hudson there as that de-escalation, kind of that comfort animal, so they can get through that. So they can get through that time a little bit better.
Hey, Kitty Pie, can I get a picture?
What's his name?
Hey.
Hudson.
Can I get pictures?
Precious. Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
At the end of about a 6-month course, that's when he'll reach out to the American Kennel Club, the AKC, and he will have a person come in, run Hudson through some tests and get him therapeutic dog certified, as well as a canine good citizen certificate. And we can have all those under our belts, and that way, we can have a little bit of paperwork saying, hey, we've got an operational dog that's going to provide quality service.